N9 MID from N4 XAE.
AD4 MES listening.
Top of the morning to you there, Mark.
Yeah, Andy told me that you were over here calling me. I was on the loafers there.
I was probably up early enough to stop by. I was just checking on you.
Yeah, I actually got up kind of early this morning. About 4 o'clock, my feet got to hurting me, and I woke up, couldn't go back to sleep. So I've been out here playing with the radios.
Looked like a good day for that sort of thing here. When I got up this morning, it was raining over here. When I got up and let marbles out. At any rate, looks like a lazy day.
Good propagation on 40 right now. Just talking with Tennessee pretty good. Mark up there. Everybody's saying their signal's pretty good today.
Yeah, Mark, that's what, N4 EBI?
Yeah, he's one.
That is good there. If you hear him out there, tell him I said Happy Labor Day. Glad to hear he got a day off.
Got some kind of artifact here in this radio right now that it's not a squelch cell, but I get a click click kind of noise every time I let off the mic or you let off the mic.
You running a external preamp?
No, I don't have anything new or different going on here.
Q5 Charlie Lima, you both got it.
Alright, so it's a function of the radio repeater or whatever, not my equipment. That's good. I kind of thought that, but I wasn't sure.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate the report on that. Saved us both a little trouble. You're sounding good. I don't notice anything on yours. Maybe it's just squelch adjustment.
Well, it saved me from going in and trying to find what's wrong, screwing something else up in the process.
This ICOM's got a RF gain and a squelch on the same knob. There's a little point in between, and if it's sitting in that little point right there, I think my squelch could get a little noisy.
Both ways. It might be my squelch. I don't know. Could be.
I usually tighten mine up when I hear that. That clears right up. Good morning over there to you, Bob. Hopefully you're busy this morning and having a good Saturday.
With this rain and stuff, everybody be doing something. Be nice if they come in, but you know, odds of it are quite a few. Yeah, it's either one of you's radio. It's just atmospheric and repeated right now. Whiskey 5, Charlie Lima.
I'm glad I'm not sitting at the airport waiting on a plane.
Yeah, it could be a lot of people traveling there. I thought I heard PPI's going over to see family, and he's on a little run right now, and gas prices certainly went up here in the last week, so better brace yourself for some weekend travel.
Unless they drive a truck through my front window, I'll probably miss it.
So you're basically capable of ignoring just about anything.
I got a kick out of the question last night. I said, what are you going to do for Labor Day weekend? And I'm thinking, they ought to ask me what I'm planning on not doing.
Yes, sir. We've all been up against that. At any rate, I don't have much pressing anyways. I got a few parts coming in the mail for my plumbing. It's that last 3 weeks. I'm happy just to be up and figuring out where I left off around here.
I talked to my stepdaughter about a month, and I called her last night because Sam's Club had I get these Medjool dates from, they're usually like $4.50 a carton, and last night they were 91 cents, and I know she likes them too, so I thought, well, I'll call her up and tell her to get some dates. And I thought it had to be a misprint or something, because instead of being $4.50, it was 91 cents. 91 cents. That's pretty significant.
SARNet. SARNet.
Yeah, well, the markup is probably what's significant. I see that all the time. I guess they're going to make money whether they write it off or sell it, whatever. They're not losing money.
All right, 73 Mac, and yeah, we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning, hopefully, on the Florida AM net, Florida AM group, early morning net on 3885. That's real good. Good morning to Brad if he's copying. Yeah, Ben's really going out, so a little tough to copy. But I got to say, yeah, Chuck, that's interesting about the crop duster working 1,300 hours. Wow. And yeah, it did get expensive. Even when I was just renting planes to fly, it got too expensive. So I'll say 73. And 73 to you, Roger, as well, Mac, and Eddie, Chuck, and Brad, if you guys are listening. Anyone else listening? I'll look for people tomorrow morning on the Florida AM Group Net. 73 from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Well, you know, at 91 cents down from $4.50, they're bringing out a new line of product is what they're doing. They're getting rid of the old stock, probably. I noticed they were bringing out some another container of dates just like it that were quote-unquote organic, which means pretty much absolutely nothing other than they raised the price 50 cents.
and if it didn't sign properly, it's NZ1Q said that.
Yeah. Well, I like dates, you know, they're pretty doggone good. I used to eat them when I'm younger. I can't remember the last time I had one.
I love those medjool dates, but they're a little pricey. I don't let myself just sit down and eat them until they're gone usually. I eat a couple, 3 or 4 of them maybe and leave them alone. But at 91 cents, I ordered in a bunch of them. I'm going to put them in the freezer.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I guess it'd be nice to have a few around the holiday, too.
I doubt that I'll do any baking with them. My wife would have, but it's not something I'd be prone to doing. But I love to eat them. I used to work them, you know, the phone company out there in Coachella Valley, and they grew them out there. There was a couple places we could pick them off the trees and eat them. You know, they were great. Has to get real hot and stay real hot, even at night, for several weeks for them to ripen. They're a special kind of date or something. I don't know.
Well, when you get them off the trees, are they like candied, or is that one of the processes, one of the preservatives?
Oh, you can eat them straight off the trees. They're not all dried out like they are when you get them, you know. I mean, they dry them like raisins how you get them. But they're plumb juicy and good when they snatch them off the tree.
I guess they put a candy coating or something. They get sticky and probably make it a little bit more of a treat there. Made it unhealthy probably in the process.
I don't know that they dip them in anything or whatever. I mean, I think they're pretty just natural. You know, they just let them dry like a raisin in the sun, you know.
Good morning. The time is 10 a.m.
Yes, sir. I've heard they grow off a certain palm tree out there on the west coast there. I don't know if that's the only supply, but that's the big one here.
Well, there's different kinds of dates, but the medjool dates, they're either from the middle of the desert out in between. There's a big grove of them out between San Diego and Tucson, out in the middle of the desert out there, and a place.
Weather conditions clear. Temperature 86 degrees.
There, and a place called Dateland. You can drive a truck in there and pick you up some if you went through there. I've done that numerous times. And then the Coachella Valley there in India, they grew them out in that area too a little bit.
K4EX. Time is 10 a.m.
That is interesting there. Well, that's good. Are they, I've been through that Death Valley and Valerian through there. I don't remember too many palm trees. I guess that was more on the desert side of that.
I mean, it had to get hot and stay hot, even at night. And that's why these desert environments were, you know, where they grew them.
WA5HC nano node. The time is 9 a.m.
Come up with some one time. I thought, well, I'll get some of those, and I liked them. They were a little pricey, but I went at it a few times. And like I said yesterday, they crashed the price on them, so I'm going to fill the freezer up there. They should be on my doorstep here in a couple hours.
Good quick service there. Yeah, you gotta catch those things on sale when you can get them. Well, very good. I guess I know what you'll be doing for the holiday weekend.
What can I say? I'm getting a rotisserie chicken while I'm at it. They're always good. Sam's has the best rotisserie chickens going.
Yeah, they do. Every once in a while, K9JHR stops by and checks in on us there, and he brings the chicken with him. And other than that, I'd never go down that way, but I certainly would grab a chicken if I were. That's a great deal.
So they didn't used to deliver them to the house, but they do now, and they're still hot when they bring them here. I mean, I don't know how they coordinate stuff, but they do a good.
Rarely anything delivered there. I think I tried it once or twice. And any rate, I don't think it worked out, but that's a good idea, delivering the fresh chicken like that.
You know, they got a pretty good sized chicken cooked already, and it cost $5. I mean, how do they do that? And bring it to my house? The heck with KFC and all the rest of them, you know, I get the whole bird for $5.
Sir, I can't even stroll across the yard to the Mexicans and get a chicken and bring it back and prepare it for $5. He's got a whole farm over there.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that price. I mean, I can go buy a chicken, but it's going to cost me $5, whether I buy it raw and cook it myself or whatever. It's going to cost at least $5 for a chicken that size.
By the way, anybody offended, we call them, affectionately call them the Mexicans. We're actually pretty good friends. But anyway, he's got a nice farm going over there, that's for sure. All those creatures come around out of the woods and everything. When he goes out there and summons them for dinner, you couldn't believe the amount of animals that show up.
KK3 at Jacksonville. Last station reporting on mobile. Your audio was quite low. Try again, KK3 at Jacksonville.
I think you're probably right about that. Remember, he was trying to build a porch on the back of his house there. He had just the footers and a few boards up there, you know, a really loose version of a deck there, you know, while they were working on it. And those goats would climb up there and start playing King of the Hill on those first few steps there. They were the first to claim them.
My grandmother's house was out on 7 acres of desert out there in Catalina Mountains in Tucson. And she'd throw her kitchen scraps out the door about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Whatever she cutting up for the, you know, dinner that night, whatever vegetables, bits and pieces and crap. And I'll tell you what, she drew a crowd. Had every desert animal out there, 4 o'clock every day.
Well, it was feeding time and they knew it.
Oh yeah. The problem with grease is that it draws ants. You know, they're what I don't want. But you're right though. You throw anything like that out there, and everything around comes for it.
She's telling me that's why she throws it on the other side of the fence. Anyway, there's no telling. She throws a lot of things over that fence. Paint brushes. There's no telling what.
Well, I hope they don't bring a subdivision and put it in there, the neighbors would be start throwing it back in your yard.
Kilo 4, Romeo Hotel, Kilo, South Carolina, USA.
Haven't thrown paintbrushes in the trees. Maybe a tennis shoe or something.
And 4XAE Friday. Yeah, I guess the kids do that there on graduation or something. That was a fad for a while.
There's a tree I used to pass by out there in Oregon that it was by a river, and I guess it's where the kids got out of the river at, and they threw their shoes up in the tree, and when they got out of the boat or whatever, out of the river, however they floated down it or whatever, and it was killing the tree. The tree was just, I'll bet there was 1,000 pairs of shoes in that tree.
Part of the scenic route, I guess, going through there and passing the tree of 1,000 shoes.
Well, is there in eastern Oregon, and there weren't a whole lot of trees in that particular place, and it definitely was. It was a monument to the whatever river trip they were taking. You know, it was notorious. I got a picture of it. It's pretty neat.
K4EX.
KC3 BPM level. And 3 CNJ. Alright, yep, that worked a lot better. Yeah, I was wondering how well it would do inside the car here with a handy copy. Sounds fine here. No problem at all. When I get more talk groups programmed in this radio, we'll be able to move over and like the CBRA talk group or whatever. Roger that. Man, this does sound a lot better. Oh yeah, wait until you get close to home. You'll be surprised how well it works.
Hey Steve, N4EMA.
Yeah, if you could hit it from your house with an HD, I'd definitely be able to hit it. No problem whatsoever.
Hey Steve, N4EMA.
Yep. Yeah. I'm going to leave pauses in here just in case somebody wants to get in. TGIF's usually a pretty busy talk group here. Everybody's welcome. That's the great part about TGIF network. Everybody's welcome and everybody's encouraged to use it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you coming down this morning. Me, this loner. I'll play with it here for the next week or so and study the programming, and I'm sure I'll break out the wallet.
WA4AKH, repeater 2 meter, good morning. The time is 10:19 a.m.
Anyway, you have to download the software off of TYT, but when you get ready to do that, let me know.
Roger that. Yeah, I like trying to learn something new, so I don't think DMR is going to be too bad. Like we discussed, kind of familiar with the structure anyway.
Like I was telling you, you just have to remember 3 things. Talk group or contact, channel, and then zone. Once you do those 3 in that order, it's real easy.
Kilo 4, Romeo Hotel, Kilo, South Carolina.
All right. Yep. No, I understand all that. All right, Dave. I'm going to make a stop here. Wife wants a couple Powerball tickets. And it hit a billion with a B. Hit a billion today. I haven't done any lottery for probably 10 years. You could stop and get a ticket, or 2, or 5, or 10.
Hey, you win it, we can split it.
Well, I'm not going to hold my breath. But what do they say? You got to play to win, right? So I said, all right, I'll stop on the way home and pick one up. All right, Dave, have a great rest of the day. Beautiful out. I guess I'll be out in the kayak later today. Hope it warms up, though. So, 7:30, and I'll talk to you again. And, again, thanks for loaning me this. KC3 BPM. I'll be clear on your time.
Is it frequency in use, W4CMH asking?
I have got 4 more just like it, so if you have anybody else that wants to borrow one, let me know. Catch you in a little bit. I'll be on this talk group if you ever want to give me a call. I typically listen over here.
Is it frequency in use, W4CMH asking?
And 3CNJ.
Alright, this is W4CMH with the Southwest Florida Traffic Net. We're in middle moving some traffic, and the 820 took a little bit of a break there. We'll have to see if it comes back on. W2PAX, are you over here? KR4PI, are you over here?
Yes, sir, I am.
Alright, can you periodically monitor to see if the 82 comes back on, or do you think it just went completely out?
Yeah, it's back now.
Alright, I'll switch back down, W4CMH.
pilot of Broward. One.
SARNet.
Alrighty, finally got this wires X going again. Man, no wonder they call it Yazoo Super Confused.
SARNet. SARNet.
How you doing, Robert? 3C and J. Hey, what's going on? Man, had to restore this restore point. The Windows updates kept screwing up my the computer, man. It kept going like in a loop and stuff. Had to start from scratch again. Yeah, they say there's some problems with Windows 11 this last update that they shipped out. It's crashing the solid-state drives. Yeah, no kidding. It happened to me. It's absolutely crashing the solid-state drives. It's another good reason to stay with Windows 7 or 95. Yeah, I've had nothing but problems so far with Windows 11. It's just one nightmare after another.
KM4FXP mobile.
Yep, exactly. Hey, what's your stand on repeaters being on using the TGIF network? We have no problem at all. You can connect any repeater you want. Just make sure that it's managed well and doesn't cause any interference and stuff. And the repeater trustee is responsible for all the configuration and setting it up. We don't offer any support to help do that. So it'd be up to the individual trustee to download everything, and you gotta use like HD Link 3 or DV Switch or something like that. But yeah, we don't have a problem with it at all. Okay, so we have a repeater here in Fort Deposit, Maryland, that I put up with an MMDVM on it, and of course, obviously it's got TGIF on it because that's what I'm talking to you through right now. It's been up now for over a month. Just wanted to make sure that there was no, that I wasn't doing something that was going to get me thrown in the TGIF jail like I got thrown in Brandmeister jail. Hi. Yeah, we're nothing like the Babymeister side of things. We encourage experimentation and communication, and way different over here. Comment? Yeah, okay. Well, I know. That's why I came over here years ago. I just got tired of the regiment, what I call it over there, regime, rule book, impossible targets, etc. So I'm over here. I have a whole lot more fun over here anyway. We acknowledge Eric, and yeah, TGIF would even exist if it wasn't for the way Brandmeister handled things. We had all kinds of run-ins and problems, and globally banned, and you wouldn't believe the biography I could write of my experiences with Brandmeister. We were one of the first people on Brandmeister when they turned on the first server here in the U.S. There was a small group of about six of us that first came on the Brandmeister network when they started here, and had nothing but trouble the whole time, man. It's just unbelievable. They've got a particular admin, you probably know who it is there, but yeah, he's definitely a character and a half for sure. Go ahead, Eric, pick it up. Well, I just wanted to comment how well I like the fact that, well, there's a talk group 14688 on TGIF that I check into a net down in Dade City, Florida. And it comes out over the analog repeater down there, and I really like that. That is a sweet function. And if you'll tell me your talk group number there for the one in Maryland, and if you guys have a net, I'll tune into it and chime in on your net. Over. 3 CNJ returning. Well, to be honest with you, there's only about 4 of us right now that are on DMR. This originally was a DR1X repeater, the Fusion, that never went anywhere. It just was Fusion, and that was it. It wasn't touched. It didn't touch the internet or the outside world at all. So digital is brand new to everybody up here, with the exception of me. I've been around, well, kind of like you were, Robert. You know, my days go back to the MMDVM with the Arduino Do to get the repeater running. So I've been messing with this stuff for quite a while. But yeah, it's just starting. The talk group up here is 25850. That's for the 146.25.850 repeater. So 25850 is the talk group. But you're probably not going to find anybody on that for a while until we can get some excitement stirred up here. Well, thank you much, and you're doing a good thing. Like I said, I really like the fact that I can get on TGIF and come out over an analog repeater. Seems to work real well. There have been some hiccups, but hey, 4CB takes real good care of it. Over. I'm going to have to look that up, because that's one of the things I'd like to do. Just be able to bring the DMR side over to the analog here. Get people involved in it, you know, let them see what it's like, what it sounds like. You know, the guy Pat, I don't know if you heard me talking to him. I just loaned him an old MD380. I put a handful of talkers in it for him here on TGIF, but he was astounded with the way it sounded right off the bat on a handheld versus analog. Well, I'll get in here again. I'm finding it. There's a Hamfest coming September 7th.
I don't find an MDU V380 there, I'm going to buy one. I think they sound great. They got a real nice sound to them, and they're inexpensive. R&L up here in Hamilton, Ohio has got them for $84.95. But I can always hope to find another one for $50 or something at the next Ham Fest in Findlay, Ohio. Over.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of them out there.
KJ4 BGR, Sam in Cocoa Beach.
Like you said, that's a very inexpensive radio. I can remember back when I first bought my first Radiodity, a GD77 when they first came out, and that was an $80 radio, dual band with DMR. Everybody thought that was the greatest, coolest thing in the world. Still have that radio. Still, I put the Open GD77 firmware in it, and it's a little workhorse. Yeah, where I live here in Ohio, we still have quite a bit of analog. And sorry if I hear there's a little noise in the background. I'm watering plants. It turns it. I tell people, you put the GD77, that Open GD77 software on it, and it turns that radio into an analog scanning beast.
KJ4 BGR, Sam in Cocoa Beach. KJ4 BGR, Sam in Cocoa Beach.
Not to mention, we're talking right now on one of the high-power hotspots, and I just love them radios. I've got two of them, and they're the kind of thing that every time I find one cheap, I buy it. Over.
KQ4 DMG, listen. I heard there was a station out there.
On Christmas, but W14.
I guess he's busy doing other things around the house, or he's stuck on.
KQ4 DMG, listen. I heard there was a station out there.
Trying to get his user confusion taken care of.
Go ahead and call me again from the Christmas review. You switch your Christmas.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. I'm checking on USPS is messing up on some stuff I shipped out, man. I can't believe how they could totally misplace things and send them to the wrong address, and it's unbelievable.
KM4G, WB, radio test, Kilo Mike, Food Off, Whiskey, Bravo, radio test, anyone copy?
Yes, Sam, I called you on Christmas, but I didn't hear anything there. W4 TDJ Mobile SARNet.
Oh yeah, you're loud and clear.
And W4 TGJ, go ahead and call me again from the Christmas repeater.
Alright, let me switch to Christmas.
Copy that, thank you, David, N3, T, and J. Appreciate the call.
Yes, Sam, I called you on Christmas, but I didn't hear anything there. W4 TDJ Mobile SARNet.
Go ahead, W4 TGJ, go ahead and call me again from the Christmas repeater.
Alright, let me switch to Christmas.
Okay. And 3 CNJ. I'll respond to your last comment, Robert. Remember the Ronald Reagan quote. I'm from the government. Now you're the hell. Over. There's really nobody over here that hangs on the air for hours and hours and hours. So, anywho, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for the QSO. Thanks for the information. I hope your health is doing all right. There, Robert. And my dad went through that and ended up being pancreatic cancer. So I hope that doesn't go. I hope that's not what you end up with the swallowing issue there. 3 CNJ.
Yeah, well, they found what's it called, an ulcer on the bottom part of the back of my tongue, and I'm getting a biopsy on it on the 3rd. So, yeah, hopefully that's just a benign ulcer there. So we'll find out more on the 3rd.
I'm getting old, is it?
Yeah, you got that right, man. When I hit 55 is when all hell went south. Everything went south. There's all kinds of problems.
Yep. I know the feeling. Well, I'm 66 here, so I can relate to it. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, like I said. Again, I just wanted to make sure okay with having the repeater sitting here, and yes, I will ride herd on it and make sure it does not create any issues. And I have it set up so I can log into it from my home. So the MMDVM sitting here at the repeater, but I can log directly into it and shut it down if I need to, et cetera, et cetera. 7-3 Robert and 3 CNJ in Port Deposit, Maryland.
Yeah, okay, David. Have a great day. 7-3 to you, and we'll catch you later down the log. This is K4WZV in the Sunshine State. We'll be listening.
Good morning. The time is 10:44 a.m. Weather conditions: partly sunny. Temperature 84 degrees.
K4EX.
AM9Q listening to TGIF. I have discovered my second favorite breakfast. Like a genius in the kitchen. A genius.
What's your favorite breakfast there, Scotty?
Oh, good morning there, Robert. I hear you're on your M1KE. I usually don't have this for breakfast. A grilled cheese made in a very specific way. You have to use 1/3 of a stick of butter. You cut it in half, get that going. Wonder Bread and real American cheese, 2 slices from the deli. The only thing that I would change going back is eat that first, then take a shower. Because I had to pretty much rewash my whole face and my hands and arms halfway up to the elbow. But the butter is the secret. It's got to be real Land O'Lakes butter. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Very filling. Followed shortly by an Almond Joy candy bar for the dessert. There we go. I'm going to start writing myself a cookbook.
Yeah, very nice. I'm glad you're eating healthy there. A third of a stick of butter. Heck, you should have just used a half a stick there. Yeah, make it dripping butter, you know. But yeah, the Wonder Bread. Yep, I wouldn't use any other bread for anything. The Wonder Bread is the best.
Well, I didn't want to get carried away with the butter. No, I wouldn't use half a stick, just a third of a stick. You know, that's being reasonable to me, but oh boy, that was good. Now I'm working on some coffee there after to cancel out the Almond Joy. And yeah, that's the way I'm starting my day. It's my 4-day weekend. This is my recovery day from having to work 5 days in a row, so I'm not going to do too much today. I'm going to hang out here in the house and oh no, it's getting kind of dark. Are we getting clouds? It's not supposed to rain today. Better check the radar there and just out of curiosity. And yeah, hang out here in the house and play some radio. Over.
Yeah, very good. Yep, that's what we're going to do also here. So, order some stuff here, and man, I can't believe how expensive stuff's getting, man. Just those little stickers for German Shepherds, little grip paws. They're little stickers that stick to the bottom of her paws. Yeah, those things are ridiculously expensive, man. They almost doubled in price in just the last couple months.
Well, I kind of noticed that a couple of years ago. I guess you're doing pretty good if you just now figured out that things are way more expensive. Yeah, everything is. That's for sure. Can't wait to get my next bill for I buy my car insurance 6 months at a time. Can't wait to see what that's going to be. We're pushing towards a record here, like the highest in the nation. Here in the Tampa Bay area, including Clearwater. I kind of understand why. US 19, but oh yeah, that's tripled. That's tripled in the last 5 years. Absolutely tripled.
Oh, we just paid ours. Just renewed it, and you know, because the wife had a couple accidents, so it went down. It went down $450, and it was still $1,100 for 6 months.
K4EX repeater.
Wonderful. Yep. We'll have to see what it is.
The time is 10:51 a.m. Good morning, WA4AKH.
I had a speeding ticket like over 5 years ago, like 5.5 years ago, from a trip up to Georgia, so I know that's off my record now. Hopefully that'll help a little bit, but I know it ain't going to help a lot. The US 19 is just a madhouse, just ridiculously contested traffic and people being impatient. Yeah, you know, got to try to weave through the lanes to think they're going to get there quicker. And, of course, there's massive amounts of people with no insurance at all, so that makes everybody else's insurance goes up. It's getting close to 50% of the cars on the road have no insurance at all now. It was 40% 7 or 8 years ago when it was in the news, and so they're going to get their money from somewhere. And yeah, you better carry uninsured and underinsured motorist protection, that's for sure.
It is totally ridiculous on the prices of and the homeowners insurance, and man, they just get you, man. There's just no money left after you pay all the bills. I mean, it's we're having a hard time just paying the bills, you know. That is what it is, man. All right, I'm going to go make me a brunch here and eating the same thing over and over again. I'll be glad to figure out what's going on with this ulcer on the bottom of my tongue, man. There's always something there. Maybe they can remove it when they do the biopsy. That would be nice. All right, we'll catch you later there, Scotty. You have a good day. We'll be on the side here listening in the background. This is K4WZNV.
All righty, Robert. Yep, we'll catch you later. I've had good luck with Windows 11 on 2 Asus computers, so I got that going for me. But yeah, you're right. Everything's getting expensive. Go enjoy your food. I'll be here listening. KM9Q.
Well, bags, the big
Kilo Charlie 8 Zulu Yankee Bravo here in Ohio. Do we have any stations out there for a quick radio check?
Yeah, this is Kilo Mike 9 Quebec, Scott in Clearwater. Your signal's good, but your audio's noticeably loud on the loud side there. Not quite distorted yet, but definitely on the loud side.
All right, well, I'll go in and make some adjustments on the mic gain then. Anyway, just testing out this piece of crap comm jot that I got here. These things are pathetic, man. I don't know if you heard anything about these radios, but if you haven't and you were thinking about buying one, don't waste your money on it.
Say the name of the radio again? I didn't quite get that. Say it again.
Here with the R finders, it was supposedly supposed to have been the SDARN. Best of the best above R finder, and they're garbage. It's a ComJot CJ1, and they're complete crap. I mean, it's nothing but a glorified network radio, man, because everything else is garbage.
Oh, okay. Well, I will make a note of that. But no, I never heard of that before. I have to look that up, see what that's supposed to be, just out of curiosity. All righty there. Yeah, you get the audio down a bit, and I think you'll be doing good. KM9Q.
Good morning. The time is 11 a.m. Weather conditions clear. Temperature 88 degrees.
SARNet.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I mean, I'm sure you heard of R Finder over the years. Well, it runs on similar software. We're just having all kinds of problems with it. Problems with everything, not just that. Problems with the company itself not responding to anything, nothing.
SARNet. NA around, Jim.
They got a bunch of people's money out there for products that they're not getting. So it's just not good all the way around at all. It's just crap.
K4EX. Time is 11 a.m.
So, yeah, if anybody out there listening and thinking about buying one of these, don't waste your money on it because it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. All right, Scott, listen, buddy, I appreciate the radio check. I want to go in here and adjust the mic gain on this, and if you're around, maybe we'll give it another shot. Appreciate it.
NA to be clear.
Yeah, I'll be here all day if the day goes to plan. So, all right, we'll catch you later. KM9Q.
Enjoy the holiday weekend. Be safe out there. KCAZYB.
Hey, Jeff, if you want to do some quick testing on that audio, spot testing on that audio, we do have a parrot function on this network. If you do a group call to 31,000-31000 on this network, it will repeat back to you what you say. So you can use that for testing, levels and get it to some, listen to some other people and then set your volume and then go over there and do some comparison testing. That might help you out too. Then after you use that, you can come back here and get some real quote-unquote and get some real quote-unquote other ear tests. But the parrot function, 31,000 group call, I highly recommend it. WB3IHY.
All right, Joe, appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for that, man. I didn't know that they had that out there. Okay. I'll do just that. All right, my friend. We'll be back out here shortly. KCZYB.
CQ, Delta Lima 1, Romeo Tango Victor. I repeat, Delta Lima 1, Romeo Tango Victor.
Yeah. Always glad to help. Welcome here. Whatever testing you need to do. And sorry it doesn't help with the other issues you mentioned, but hey, we do what we can. 7-3, my friend. WB3IH1.
KM4 FXP, Kilo Mike 4, Foxtrot X-Ray Papa. Good morning, sir.
Andre, KCZYB.
Hey, Joe, I always use 9990 with a group call. You say 31,000, it's pretty much the same thing.
Hello, good morning. Nice to hear you, yes. It's the first call here on this repeater. The last weeks, it was very difficult to hear a person here on this repeater. Yeah, I miss the owner, the Ed. It's a long time ago when I have had a QSO with him, yes. Nice to hear you. Many greetings here from Germany. Outside the sun is shining. It's afternoon.
That's I use either or, but 31,000 just to me is easier to remember than a bunch of nines. So,
The sun is shining. It's afternoon. 2 minutes past 5 p.m. Back to you, DL1RTV.
It's a nice even number. No, I guess 90. Yeah, I guess the other one is too, but you know what I mean. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. My first day of a 4-day weekend, and I'm just sitting here appreciating not having to get up early and go to work. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a recovery day from a whole 5 days in a row of work. And I don't have to go back till next Wednesday, so I'm feeling good.
I haven't looked at the weather down there for you guys. Up here, it's glorious. It's like somebody flipped the switch and turned off the heater, and we're already in fall temperatures up here. Last night got downright chilly for these parts, these days anyway. I think it got down to the upper 50s or something like that. So the air is off and the windows are open.
Oh, yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, yes. Yeah, sometimes I'm looking here in the internet when I hear the person here, and I took in the call sign here in the internet to look where the people come from. It's very interesting, yes. So, did you ever hear the ad here on this repeater? It's a long time ago when I have had the last QSO with him. Mike, back to you, DL1RTV.
Oh yeah, less than 2 years to my planned retirement for me. Of course, you know all about plans and how they sometimes don't work out, but I can't wait to be retired and forget what day it is and, rarely look at a clock and all that good stuff. So, yeah, we're counting down there. Hopefully it will work out.
KM9Q.
You do the best you can. I'm 59, so I got a few years to do before I officially do anything.
Yes. In a few minutes, we start here with the dinner, and it's very good to have the dinner with the garlic and the fresh fish and so on. And very good. Okay, Mike, back to you. BL1 RTV.
That's laundry to fold, and then we're going to head out here for our usual afternoon on Saturday, which is me grabbing a mic. People play soccer there. Kids play soccer games, soccer matches. They bring the kids out, and there's a nice parking lot there with lots of shaded areas. So I park myself there, set up a radio, listen. I write my brother a weekly email from there. But I take that time to write an email while sitting in the park and looking at the wildlife and just enjoying it. And this is a beautiful day to do it.
Okay, is anyone here on this repeater? This is DL1 RTV, Delta Lima 1, Romeo Tango Victor. My name is Stefan. My QDH is Germany, 60 kilometers north of Frankfurt.
Well, it sure does sound nice. No, it's still hot here. We got to wait till January or February to have a chance of, a day not being either too hot or too cold. Usually too hot still. Yeah, still hot here, so I'm staying in the air condition. And, I guess I don't have much more to say, so I guess I'll be on the side listening for a bit there, but definitely enjoy your day in the park.
Hopefully you'll get some of this nice weather down there soon. And be careful what you wish for. I remember when Robert was saying that he had to flip the switch to turn on the heat one night because it got too chilly down there. Doesn't happen often, but I always laugh when he goes from sweltering to chilly.
Hey, good morning, Joe. Good morning, Scott. A couple of comments, both unrelated to each other. First one to Scott. I walked into the house from walk. And I was wondering what radio was not worth it. I'm assuming it was a radio. And I'm assuming maybe you guys were talking about N1, but I might be mistaken. My definition is the any www, okay? Anywhere you want it and whenever you want it. So any when, any what, anywhere. If you can do that, you can consider yourself retired. An implied aspect there, right, with regards to the financial, being able to eat. I guess those are the two main things, and being able to take care of yourself health-wise. So, there you go. That's my definition. Good morning. KC1LKO. Go ahead, Scott.
Good morning there, Miguel. No, he was talking about a product, a COM1 something that is like the R Finder. I'm sure you know what the R Finder is. And he was just saying that the company is not supporting the product. It has several flaws and bugs, and he just can't get a response from them, and they're not, that's why he called it a piece of junk and doesn't recommend it. And, yeah, 60, I turned 60 earlier this year, so I'm shooting for 62. Pension's pretty much maxed out anyway. I could go one more year, and just, my definition of retirement is not having to work. Just do anything but work if you want to. Of course, optionally, if I ever lose my mind and want to go back to work somewhere, I'm sure I can go back as a contractor at least, where I'm.
Yeah, on the first comment, the first thing that perked up in my mind was the mic as well, Miguel, until he clarified. So, until Jeff, who's the other station, he clarified it. But you know, when we, it's interesting how my mind went right there. As opposed to something else, so I don't know what that means. And I would tend to concur with Scott's definition of retirement. Being able to choose rather than having to. Go ahead, Miguel, WB3IHY.
A comment recognized, I think we're in agreement, Scott and Joe, because maybe I left out the first obvious word, which is the freedom to choose any www. But my definition, the way I express it like that, is to not equate retirement with doing nothing. Being on an island, sipping margaritas, or on a beach. I mean, sure, if that's what you want to do, if that's how you choose it, that's fine. But you don't have to do that. You could choose to do, I don't know, like the guy that did the LP100 and the, what is it called, tele something, out in California. I think that's a fine use of time, if that's what you like doing. Or, I don't know what the story is with K4KIO. With K4KIO, what's his name? I forget his name now. But anyway, that's how I view it. It's mostly, I guess, telling myself, make sure you use your time. Don't waste your time. Don't do nothing.
This KB8IWO, I've only got just a second, but I have found the best job that I've ever had is being retired. And I think once you're all retired, you'll find that out as well. And the www goes along well with it. Do whatever you want, whenever you want. Isn't that right, Miguel? I'll back that out of here. KB8IWO, 73 to all of you. I got to go.
Well, very good, KB8IWO. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, that's I know I've heard that one before too, and every day is a Saturday thing, and so on and so forth. Maybe it is me being mentally prepared to make sure that I get to make use of my time and give myself permission to do things that others would consider work. Maybe it's programming something on, I don't know, some EMR thing. Maybe it's doing some hardware thing for.
Very good, and hello, Vern, and Scott acknowledged on the side for the phone call. Get those all the time too, even when I'm not quote unquote working. But yeah, I would. There's some who would argue that doing nothing is still doing something. But that's too much of a philosophical debate for Saturday morning, as far as I'm concerned. Not doing anything, sometimes, in moderation, or at least having the ability, the luxury of choosing for the day. You know, what, today, I'm just not going to do anything important. Tomorrow I can do something, as long as I have the ability to do something that I enjoy. One of my parents' wishes, you know, I was in the working world and I was complaining all the time, well, I don't have enough time to do this, so I have to do this. If I don't do this, I won't be able to pay this. And they said, our wish for you is that you'll reach the day when you can just do things because you want to, not because you need to. And you won't have to worry all the time about the things that you're worrying about now. And I try to keep that in mind when I'm doing things. You know, what would my mom and dad say? You know, how would they feel about this? Am I using my time productively, but am I doing it?
You don't have to work for money so you can eat, right? But you commit yourself to do something, and you feel that commitment now has become something that ties you to a certain schedule, certain location. That starts to blur the lines, right? I think freedom, the word freedom is key, absolutely key on all this stuff that we call, quote, retirement.
That's a very good way of, a very good angle of looking at it. That's interesting. Our commitments, you know, that most